My name is Shirley Hansen, and I'm director and founder of Praying Hands Ranch. Praying Hands Ranch is 20 years old now in March. 20 years ago because of the need of our youngest child. My husband and I have 9 children, and our youngest was autistic. And we needed to do something for John that would be extra special and make him feel really good about himself. Hippotherapy, that's Greek for the use of the horse as a therapeutic tool. So hippotherapy is done by just therapists. They do traditional therapy with the use of the horse as their therapeutic tool. But the difference is one's the therapist, hippotherapy, the other is a certified riding instructor. After we learned a little bit about therapeutic riding, we decided that we would get a horse, do the therapeutic riding with our son, and because he was timid about a lot of things, and the horse was such a psychological feeling of overcoming, of tackling something new. And he did so well, we thought, well, we'll just maybe get a few more kids, and we'll get a few more horses, and we went and became trained and certified to start, and it blossomed. We had 75 children the first spring, and up to 100 the next fall. And then we've gradually come up with more staff, more therapists, more trained and certified riding instructors, and so we could give the quality towards the goals and objectives that are chosen by the parent. There's many, and the special needs could be Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis. Our biggest challenge is always having enough volunteers to surround our kiddos and our adults, and to stay long enough to learn. I mean, we have volunteer trainings before every 8-week session, but you can only teach them so much in one day. Now, we have some volunteers who've been with us a long time, and they are so knowledgeable and so able and so loving.
My name is Joe Johnson. I'm a therapeutic riding instructor for 15 years now. Started out volunteering. Wanted to come in and work with the horses and the kids and try to help out where I could. And then found the true therapy in the kids with the horses. And fell in love with the kids and the work and the friendships and relationships that were built with the kids and the other volunteers.
Joseph came as a teenager here, and he worked with us for years as a volunteer. And then he went off and worked at Griffith with troubled youth, and we were working with troubled youth here. And then he came back, and now we've just given him a promotion. He's going to be, he's called program director, and he'll be in charge of all the horses, their care, the programs, and the instructors. And so when you take him from a volunteer all the way up, he's going to be great.
So let's get everybody out to the arena. And there's my boys. I gotta go say hi to my boys. Praying Hands is a truly special place. Not only do we help the individual kids and clients who can be adults, there is as much healing in the volunteers as with the clients. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Go get your helmet on.
I'm Chrissy Serena. I started at Praying Hands Ranch probably a year ago, doing community service. Me and my mom loved it so much, we decided we'd volunteer, and we've been at Praying Hands ever since. I come to Praying Hands Ranch probably every Tuesday with my mother, and we're probably here from 4:30 to 7:30, helping classes or cleaning out stalls or sweeping, getting other horses ready. It's a new experience. You definitely meet a bunch of new people, Joe being one, and the kids are just great. It's just a new experience.
It's the kids that Chrissy has really fallen in love with and working with. I think they've softened Chrissy a little bit. She came in real hard, real rough. She's learned to communicate more and to be able to control herself more. She really has become a real asset to the program in working with the kids, helping them to communicate more.
There are many benefits for volunteers here at Praying Hands Ranch. I think some of the important ones are learning to care for others, getting their eyes off their own needs, learning to be grateful that they are blessed with abilities that some of the clients don't have. Learning to give of themselves is, I think, a tremendous benefit.
Volunteers are a true integral part of our program. The kids become special to you, and you grow true relationships with them. And I encourage all of my volunteers to build those relationships and to get attached to a kid that can be their kid, that they can play with every week, and that they can see the changes in what they're doing also. We as instructors, we have to deal with the entire class. We have to work with each kid. And we don't get as much of the one-on-one as the volunteers do. They get to help us as instructors out in achieving our goals for the clients.
We create the programs to fit the needs of the clients. And we have an advanced group of clients now.
If you have a client that you're trying to train their gait, to try to train them how to walk and teach them how to walk, then you want a horse with a very natural gait. If I have a very hyperactive client, I need a very slow horse to be able to slow that client down and calm him down. If I have a client that's very lethargic, I want a horse that is just ready to move and wants to go. We need to pick our horses very carefully to know which ones will work for that client to build those skills.
Rebecca Waters. I'm 10 years old. Learned how to ride really good and spend my name on a horse.
Rebecca was in speech therapy, and the speech therapist did a lot of things with Rebecca to help her enunciate, to help her get her words out so people could understand them and she could feel more comfortable with herself. And she was very shy and quiet compared to what she is today. She's more outgoing, she's more confident in herself. She has come a long way.
When she originally came, she had a real hard time with speech, with learning her numbers and her alphabet, and learning to verbalize her thoughts, along with balance and coordination skills.
And they help me speak better sometimes, and my balance. Mostly hold my hands out, or turn around on the horse and close my eyes sometimes, hold my arms out, go laps, or trotting.
She grew to the point where she could communicate well what she wanted. She's a very special young lady. She's a good kid. We have a lot of fun.
Now she's in riding, the Equine Program, and she's learning to control the horse. And learning to control the horse really helps us to learn to control ourselves, our emotions, our fears, and our anxieties. So we've seen Rebecca come a long way. Part of our vision, the Lord gave us a vision, 30 years ago. And so far, every step has come true. The step that hasn't come true yet is a residential. And that was our hope and vision for Praying Hands. And when we first got Praying Hands, it was always plural. Praying Hands Ranches. And so we're expecting more ranches.
The biggest thing I can tell volunteers when they come on, it's a lot of work. If you stay all day, it's an average of 10 miles of walking every day. But what you get from the kids and what you get from the clients far outmatches the work. When you have the kids come in and holler your name and want you to work with them, and they don't want anybody else, they want you to work with them, that will touch you in ways that you will never be touched.
It's really not about the time, 1 hour can change it anyway. Just 1 hour with one kid and walking around that arena, it clears your mind no matter what. You could be here for 5 minutes or an hour, it still clears your head. Joe, the horses, the kids, the environment, it's just a very calm and relaxing thing to do. I've become more respectful for who people are, no matter what kind of disability they have.
The best part of it is just the kids, the young kids don't think of it as therapy. They're coming out to ride a horse. It psychologically helps them to just feel really great about themselves. They're doing something that a very small percentage of people can do. That makes them very important in school and when they talk. So besides the physical, psychological, and it's just plain fun, good exercise, a place to come, a place where they're accepted, where everybody loves them and everybody loves everybody right where they're at. And that's so wonderful for them to have a place to come that they love.
We truly here try not to just help the client, but make the ranch as much of a family as we can. We try to be there as much for the parents, to give them a shoulder to cry on, to give them someone to vent to give advice, to talk. We try to help everyone that walks through the door in one way or the other. And whether it be the instructors or Shirley or the volunteers and the relationships that they build, everyone who comes leaves a little different person and leaves better than when they came in.